Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the very first video from my mom series. If you didn't already know, I just had a baby. Her name is Phoebe and she's 5 months now. Like, time flies so fast. I didn't even know when 5 months it got to 5 months. I feel like I'm in a very comfortable position at this time to talk about this topic. I'm sure you must have seen it from the title, the things no one tells you about getting pregnant. When I was pregnant, I did my research. I tried to find resources everywhere just for me to know what to expect, just to make the process a little easier. But the things I saw, maybe they were not so helpful because I experienced a lot more than what I saw. The things I saw were just like, okay, there'll be morning sickness, there'll be fatigue, there'll be like you have like stretch marks, but the things I would have really loved to hear, I didn't find it. I don't know, I feel like I don't know why people don't really talk about certain things, but don't worry, I'll be giving you the full scoop in this video, so keep watching if you want to know more. So there's going to be a little TMI, so apologies in advance to you guys, so keep watching. The first one I have is depression. Mood swings is a real thing. Like, it is a real thing, guys. I don't know why they don't really want to talk about it. Like, what I thought was, once you're just pregnant, you'll be so happy. Oh, I'm bringing a life into this world, another life, and then you're just like, oh, staring into your belly every time. Oh, I'm gonna be a mommy. Of course of course it's all of that and more. Of course you'll be happy, but pregnancy has a lot of points. There are highs, there are lows, there are very low, there are midpoints, and there are times where you just break down and cry, because especially if your pregnancy is one that was not planned for, or it was planned for but it's like a very turbulent kind of pregnancy, like you're sick for the most part of it, or like you can just be depressed really, because you just think about it that your whole life is going to change with that baby coming. Of course a baby is a blessing and everything, but everything is going to change. Anything you're doing, you have to plan it, your finances, your time, you cannot do anything again in your life without thinking of that another human being. So it's a really big deal, and when you're pregnant, those thoughts come in. For me, my pregnancy was a very difficult one because my baby, she gave me a tough time. She gave me a tough time for the whole 9 months. I was vomiting, like I couldn't even hold anything down, and it was very stressful. The first trimester I lost like 10 pounds, and I wasn't happy because I was just not feeling it. Honestly, I was sad the first 3 months, but there were times I was so happy, there were times so the mood swings were there, and it's a real thing. Of course all that all that is a thing of the past when you see the baby, but yes, it is a real thing. And also postpartum depression is anxiety is real. This should have been number one. Anxiety is real, because as a new mom, especially as a first time mom, I don't know if it gets easier as time goes on. Second time moms, please leave in the comment section down below so that I can also learn if it gets easier. Maybe with the second and third babies we won't be that anxious, maybe because you know what to expect. But this time I was anxious. I was really anxious because you won't know. Maybe you see a certain kind of discharge, you don't know, like, oh, does this mean, is the baby okay, is it, or maybe you're trying to lie on your left side or your right, you don't know, is the baby doing okay, like whatever you're trying to eat, you have to think of the baby. Like, you're just anxious. Generally you're anxious all the time, you don't know, you're always researching. And then now with the internet, it's even really hard, it's even more difficult, because there are mom forums everywhere, and then you go there and someone says, oh, when I was taking a shower I saw a pink discharge, or I saw something, and you're like, and I talk to my doctor, and the doctor says is this or is that, and then you think the same thing applies to you, but forgetting that our bodies are different. It may mean a different thing to Miss A, and it may mean a different thing to Miss B. It doesn't have to be that what is wrong with her is the same thing. So like, the anxiety is real. And then also the anxiety of, okay, when the baby gets here, am I going to be a good parent? Am I going to, because that was that was another concern for me, because having a girl, like, I was just wondering, like, girls, maybe children generally, you have to bring them up in a certain kind of way, like, but for me, like a girl, there are so many values the society wants you to instill. They want her to be ladylike, and growing up I wasn't very ladylike myself, so this was really hard for me, because I'm like, okay, can I do this? I was chilled. Anybody who knows me personally knows I love children. Like, I live for children, I love children, but I think it's a different thing when you're having your own baby. The third point is this craving, this whole thing about, oh, you crave, you may want to eat one particular thing at the middle of the night and you wake your husband up, oh, go get me this or that. I feel like it's this thing differ for people. For me, the cravings, I just want to say generally that the cravings for, it doesn't have to necessarily be food. I've heard people say that when they're pregnant, they start craving cigarette, and these are people that don't even smoke normally, start craving alcohol. But for me, mine was really weird, because I noticed that I'll just be inside the house. I wasn't really craving food. It was just one time I was craving like this, was this particular hubby yogurt I used to take in Nigeria. I really, at that point, I drove everywhere. I was looking for something, just something that could taste a little like it, but I didn't stay it, so I just accepted my fate the way it was. But and then I think one other time issue I really wanted issue, but I didn't really have those weird those cravings. But the weird one I had was I would want to, the smell of sand, like this, you know, this sand this sand, this early morning sand. I don't know how to explain it. Like, that was what I was craving to, the smell. Like, it was so weird because I now had to get some and keep. So when I now perceive it, I'll, like, my mind, it was weird. And I mean, several mom forums where they talk about what they crave. If you get to hear what they crave, like, it's really crazy. The next point is you get really emotional. You get really emotional. It's so surprising, like, your emotions are all over the place. I think it's the hormones, because I remember watching a movie on Netflix. It was just about some lady who wanted to steal her neighbor's baby simply because she lost her child and everything. I remember, like, weeping. It wasn't like, you know how you watch a movie and just little teardrop. Like, I was literally weeping. I was weeping. I was like feeling so bad about why would she take the woman's baby. Why? But that is not real. It's not even real. And I mean, it's just scripted. And then I now took it so serious, took it so personal. Like, I think your motherly instincts are very high when you just get pregnant. You start feeling like the mother hen. You want to protect people. You want to. It's really good though, but some people, they take it really far. And for me, mine was really high. The motherly instinct thing was really high. Another thing you must have heard is that your boobs get big, gigantic boobs. And for those people who have really tiny boobs, they're really happy because that's their time to shine. They take all the selfies. Let me save it because these girls are here. We have to show them we have boobies now. But they don't really tell you that those boobies are huge. They are painful. For me, it was painful because the veins. It was stressful. It was hard to touch. It was just painful. It was just stressful. And then you need a really good support to hold it in place because it will just be all over the place. Those boobies get big and juicy, like you all know, but they get really heavy. It's not something I want to deal with. Honestly, I didn't want that big boobs. I didn't want it. And yes, sex drive. People are not talking about this sex drive thing. I don't know why they don't talk about this sex drive thing. Although it really differs, because in the mom forum I was in, some people say that their sex drive increases. So if you're a man, that's your luck. But for most people, for me, it really went down. Like, sex drive really goes down during pregnancy for people. I think for majority of people, but for some people it increases. So if you're one of those people, let's talk about it in the comment section below. So and also it can affect your relationship with your spouse, because pregnancy actually affects your relationship with your spouse. It could affect it in a good way and in a bad way, because that period, obviously your partner will want to give you as much support as possible. He'll want to always be there and like make you feel comfortable and make you know that he's there for you, support you and everything. But the truth is that he's not pregnant with you. He's not feeling those midnight kicks. He's not seeing when the baby is pushing. Like, sometimes they push. I don't know. I feel like they do everything. They kick, they turn, they spin. And they're basically having a blast in there. So he's not feeling all those things. He's not feeling the weird back pain, the aches, the leg. So, but he's just supportive and it's good. But he doesn't know when your moods are, like, it's hard. It affects relationship because he won't know when the sex drive is down. He will just be, he may feel left out, that kind of thing. And I think though it also brings people together, because most ladies at that time, that's when they used men very well. They want them to cook for me, make me breakfast in bed, make me, man, if you're watching this, it's good. This is a good time for you to pamper your ladies. Like, we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot to bring life into this world. And don't even come at me saying it's two people that made it happen or whatever. Don't come at me, because we do the majority of the work. So yes, that's that about the sex drive. Baby brain. Oh my gosh, you guys, baby brain is a real thing. I think some people call it pregnancy brain, some people call it baby brain. Who knew that baby brain could be that serious? I remember one day driving all the way to Costco. I finished my shopping, I put it in the shopping cart, I went to the checkout point. What happened? I didn't come with my membership card. Like, how could I have driven all the way, like 20 minutes from my house to the store, and I didn't have my membership card? Baby brain. Like, I won't even remember things. You tell me things, you like basic things, like, oh, there was one experience where we put this apple cider wine, we put it in the freezer. I just wanted it to chill just a little bit, like just like 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I forgot. Yes, I forgot, and I left it there and it broke. Like, you just, little things you just keep forgetting. This baby brain is a real thing. The sense of smell, for some ladies, the sense of smell can be like, they can perceive anything. Anything. You can't even do anything near them. You can't use a perfume, you can't everything, literally, no, not literally, but everything irritates them. Everything makes them throw up. The dishwashing liquid, I have a friend of mine who has that problem. Dishwashing liquid, her husband's perfume, everything, spices, soup spices, ginger, garlic, those things really, like, you know. So your I feel like people talk about this, but not as much. They don't over emphasize on how strong it can be for some people. I had it, but it was not that serious. It was not that serious. As for the line, the linea nigra, that's the black line. You know that it's not black, it's like dark brown. The line that's from like up, maybe like under your boobs, down below your navel, like that line gets really dark. I didn't even know that. I didn't know about that line, but it gets, and I think it started for me, it started getting dark around the 5 months line margin. It was really getting dark, and I don't know the research to that. I don't know why it gets dark, but yeah, it gets dark. That's one of the changes that happen in the body, aside from the aches, your boobs getting bigger, the fatigue. Yeah, that's one of the things that happen. The last trimester, sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for the weak, because you hardly get any sleep, because at that time the tummy is really big, and the baby is more active. Obviously the baby is bigger, the baby is more active, preparing to come out, and the baby is moving from left to right. Like, before you find a good sleeping position, it's a problem. When you now want to finally sleep, you've already gotten yourself, okay, let me sleep. That's when that baby will kick. The baby will start kicking. That's when the baby wants to play at night. They all want to have a party at night. Why? I don't know. That's when they will now start kicking at night. And when the kicking stops, you want to now have a shut eye. That's when you want to pee. Don't forget that last trimester, peeing is your friend. Like, the restroom is your friend. So if you sleep at the left side of the bed and your restroom is on the right side, just move to the right hand side, because you will be going to the restroom very frequently. So sleep is for the weak, guys. And my last point would be that the time, like, I feel like time freezes that last trimester, because the you'll just be waiting, like, your due days, you're counting down, like, time doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And at that time, don't forget, you'll be very tired. Most people are always exhausted. Shortness of breath is real. Like, you just really want to get it over with. You want to meet this baby. You're literally knocking on the belly and like, okay, I'm literally evicting you now. Can you come out now? But low-key, I missed that bump though, because I rocked the bump. Like, I really rocked the bump. Aside from being sick and, you know, but when I got myself, I really rocked the bump. It was nice. It's a, you know, one thing with pregnancy, it's just amazing to have another life in you growing, and the bond you guys share in the womb, the bond when it comes, it's just a beautiful experience all around. But, you know, there are always like two sides to it and everything. But I really loved being pregnant. I take that back. Well, I love the process, but the being sick, I'm hoping like my next babies, I just hope I don't, fall sick that much. But aside from that, being pregnant was really amazing. So this is not even to discourage anyone. Anyway, I know you guys, you still go and have, because you see people saying pregnancy was hard, but you have 10 children. So you see, this is something we can all work with it. It's not something too extra. It's not something we can manage. Guys, let me know what your pregnancy experience was. Put it in the comment section down below. Let me know, was it easy for you? Was it hard? Was it a boy? Was it a girl? Because I hear that if it's a different gender, the pregnancy experience is different. So I don't really know about that. We'll see about that in future, but yeah, it's something to look forward to. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and click that big red subscribe button. I will see you on my next one. Bye bye.